Jeremy, the whole idea of the Grand Tour, it's kind of to impart a bit of information, but to make people laugh as well. But I think one of the magic, I suppose, that the three lads have is that you make each other laugh. Was it as much of a laugh to make this series?
It always is. Right. Critically, though, we want you to laugh with us when you're watching the show. Laugh with us. When we laugh, we're laughing at one another. And that's very different. I laugh at Richard Hammond when he crashes his car. And then I would like you to laugh with us. Yeah. So there's a very different thing.
Okay.
I mean, by all means, laugh at us when we have accidents and hurt ourselves, because it's funny, you know, when you've got blood spurting out of your finger or whatever. That is amusing, I get that. But, trying to create situations that are amusing is actually not part of the game, it is the game. Speaking
of crashes, do you ever scare yourselves?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did only yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, I was going around our track, the Ebola-drome. And I don't know why, I was sort of not properly concentrating, and I was in the Lamborghini Huracan Performante. And I just arrived at one of the corners, and I thought, this is too fast. And it's one of those corners where you don't really know whether it was or not until you've finished. It's quite a long corner. And then if you're in the trees, obviously it was too fast. You were right. And it was too fast, but it wasn't massively too fast. But you had a good 5 seconds of diarrhea pouring out of me. You can see it on television. If you watch the show, there's a moment way back when Hammond was driving a Pagani of some sort, Huayra, I think, at Monza, and he just stops talking. And you look at his face and that's a man concentrating on... You can't see because the camera's here. He's done something, and I don't know what it was, I know where he was on the track. He was going too fast. And then I did one in... What was it? Oh, in the Lamborghini Urus, in this current series, there's a moment you'll see in my face on a snowy road where you can see, I don't say anything, you can see, that man's frightened. So, yeah. Is there anything when you're, like, coming up with the ideas... Is there ever a time when the producers put something to you and you're like, no? This weird thing about the producers, we have Andy, who I was at school with, who's the exec. Yeah. But we don't really have... I mean, there are APs and what have you, but I tend to come up with the ideas and then you just go off and do them. So Andy will come up with the challenges, obviously, as we say, but the idea of doing it tends to come... So there's no... It's not like there's a team of people with suits and ties on sitting around telling us what to do, because there aren't. Okay. And yeah, the challenges this year, they look kind of bigger and more extreme than ever. Well, I mean, Mongolia was a big one. Okay. There's no getting away from that. You know, that was remote. Colombia turned out to be big. It's just a big country. Yeah. It's 25th biggest country in the world. Who knew? I thought Colombia was like that big, but it's massive. Right, didn't get chased to the border. No. It's only we did all of our filming this year without, so far as I know, A, any injuries, and B, any political disasters. I don't think we've upset anybody. You're spending a bit more time in Dublin. Well, you're getting to travel to Dublin a little bit. Yeah, I'll get to lately. Dublin a fair bit, yeah. Yeah. How would you rate our driving over there? I'm usually too drunk to notice it. I haven't actually been sober in Dublin for a really long time. So I'm dimly aware that I'll be careful crossing the road. You haven't managed to try the M50 or anything, have you? I haven't. When was the last time I drove in Ireland? God, that must have been donkeys. I used to go and spend a lot of time down in the southwest in Kenmare. I used to drive from Cork there, but I haven't. No, Dublin. Why would you drive in Dublin? That would be insane. It's the worst. Well, yeah. Mate, I've got friends to see, people. I was going to say people to do. That's a terrible thing to say. Very finally, just want to check with you. Have you heard the story of the Irish 80-year-old racing driver? She got to drive the Renault F1 car. Oh, the old lady? Yes. Yes, I do know exactly who you mean. So, yes, and she didn't stall it. She didn't stall it. And I did. Yeah, no, good luck to her. I read that the other day and thought, yeah, well, she's better than... Yeah, because it was... I just say, I know what I'm doing. I'm brilliant. And now it's stalled. Any chance of getting her on the Ebola-drome? Yeah, that would be hilarious to get her around there. No, it would actually. Brilliant. No, she's great. She sounds like a right card. Good for her. No, I'd love to meet her one day. Jeremy, cannot wait to see the new series. So thanks so much for your time.